Welcome to Daigi Made Easy. I'm your host, Qing En. This is a bite-sized companion where you can learn anything and everything there's to know about Daigi. Come along with me as we uncover the power of Daigi and feel the heartbeat of Taiwan. Hi, welcome to the show. Today we are going to learn about different types of transportation from land to sky. With the advancement of transportation technologies, people today can travel more easily and quickly. In this episode, you'll learn how to express that you are using certain means of transportation to reach a destination or to do something by using specific vehicles. But first, let's begin with some basic vocabulary to familiarize ourselves with the names of these vehicles in Daigi. The first one we are introducing today is the car, which is very common in modern life. In Daigi, we call a car qiā. In Daigi, qiā can be combined with other words to form the names of different kinds of vehicles. For example, a taxi is called 計程車. Actually, 計程 means charging by meter in Daigi. So a car that charges you by the meter is called 計程車, which refers to a taxi. Let's say it again. 計程車. A car can also serve many other purposes. For instance, an ambulance is a vehicle designed and equipped to transport people who are sick. In Daigi, an ambulance is called 救護車. In Daigi, 救護車 literally means a vehicle that provides aid or relief to a patient. That's why we call an ambulance 救護車. We've now learned the Daigi names for a taxi and an ambulance. Let's move on to other forms of land transportation. In Daigi, a train is called 灰車. You may remember from an earlier episode that 灰 means fire. When trains were first introduced in Taiwan in the early 20th century, they were powered by coal fire. That's why a train is called 灰車. Now let's move on to water transportation. A vessel, regardless of its size or purpose, is called 準. A vessel can be a boat, a ship, or even a cruise ship, generally referred to as 準 in Daigi. For air transportation, an airplane is called 飛行機. The term 飛行機 literally means flying dragon machine, which vividly reflects how our ancestors imagined this modern invention. We've briefly introduced the Daigi names for various transportation vehicles. Now, let's learn how to use them in a sentence. We'll use a sentence structure that includes a subject, the means of transportation, and the destination or action. For example, 我要坐計程車去公司. This means I will take a taxi to the company. 我 means I. 要 expresses an intention or desire to do something in the future. 坐 means to sit, and here it is used as the verb for taking a vehicle. 去 means to go, indicating movement towards a direction. You can replace 我計程車 and 公司 with other vocabulary to form different sentences. For example, if you want to say, I am going to take a train to Taipei, you would say, 我要坐火車去台北. 我要坐火車去台北. Or if you want to say, I am in an ambulance going to the hospital, you can say, 我要坐救護車去病院. 我要坐救護車去病院. Here, 病院 means hospital, in Taigi. How would you say I am taking the airplane to Taiwan? Yes, you can say 我要坐飞行机去台湾。我要坐飞行机去台湾。You can also choose to take a cruise ship to Okinawa in Japan. In this case, you can say 我要坐船去 Okinawa. 我要坐船去 Okinawa. But if you choose to fly to Okinawa, then you would say 我要坐飞行机去 Okinawa. Okay, let's take a moment to review what we've learned in today's episode. We explored different types of transportation in Taigi, including land, water, and air vehicles. Along our journey today, we were introduced to a variety of transportation vehicles and their names in Taigi. We started on land with the most common and familiar vehicle of all, the car, which we learned is called 车. Then we met a more specific kind of car, the taxi, known as 計程車. As we continued, we talked about a vehicle that plays a critical role in emergencies, the ambulance, or 救護車. From there, we moved to something larger and more powerful, the train, which is called 火車. Next, we left land behind and set sail. On the water, we used the word 船 to describe any kind of vessel. Finally, we looked up to the sky and discovered the airplane, and it's called 飛行機 in Taigi. 飛行機, which translates to flying dragon machine. That brings us to the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through transportation in Taigi. Don't forget to review the vocabulary, practice the sentence patterns, and try using them in real-life conversations. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to tune in next time as we continue learning more useful Taigi phrases together. Until then, take care. Goodbye.